All right, so the markets are off and running here. Non-farm payroll report, the unemployment rate went down. I think this is one of those situations where it's possible that you see the jobs numbers are ostensibly good, but the market then reacts negatively. Like has the market not already priced in that the jobs report was going to be good? Have we not already seen that? Probably have. I love Vonage. We talked about this already, and I'm guessing that we had a perspective on Vonage that was such that we thought it was going to rise because its earnings transcript was pretty great. I'm guessing that that's the case. I'm going to pull up the Bounty spreadsheet. I'm also going to add some stuff to the Bounty spreadsheet. I don't know how much new stuff might be there, but I pulled up a list of stocks that I really like. Well, at least theoretically really like, right? And I'm going to paste those inside of our Bounty spreadsheet since you have access to the Bounty spreadsheet. It's pretty cool. I don't really think we need all of these: price, dividend, market cap, projected, date added. Projected, yeah, I think we could. Here, we'll grab this row. I got this from Zacks. I downloaded it. We want the price. Market cap, that's pretty good. Price to earnings ratio, that's pretty good. Date added. Delete those columns. I don't really care about the scores. I care about the total score. I could hide these because maybe I want to see that stuff later. Price movers. All right. So I'm going to freeze this row. I don't know if you've ever done all of these things in Google Sheets. Whoops. Nope. I actually do want to freeze a row. There we go. There you go. And then I'm going to bold that. And then we're going to sort it by the... Can we sort it? Yeah. Sort it by the score here, all the A's. So here's a list of stocks. This is in your Bounty spreadsheet. So if you click on the Bounty spreadsheet link, you'll be good to go. There it is, robbiebooker.com/bounty. So there's now another entire sheet here, and I'm just going to call it Good Earnings. There's actually a company called Boohoo Group, PLC. I have to see that. I have to. Okay, that's garbage, right? Pure garbage. I can't believe that would even be there. All right. So let's kick things off with just a welcome, like we usually do. Hey, everybody. It's Dressed Up Rob today. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. This presentation is intended to be informational and educational. It's not a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. If you need personal financial advice, consult your financial advisor or get one. A while back, we looked at Vonage, and we're looking at Vonage again. Might just see if Vonage has a... Does it look okay inside of Zacks? Does it look okay inside of, Yahoo Finance? Then could we maybe just take a real quick look at the earnings again? We could do all of those things and just sort of double check. Vonage is a 3. That's not super great. Doesn't have cash. Doesn't really have a lot of cash. I'm not sure why I loved Vonage, but hey, listen. Vonage can, it can convince me, right? Tell me why I need to love you, Vonage, and I will consider. Earnings are coming up pretty soon here in August, probably. Oh, July 29th. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm definitely intrigued. My interest is piqued. Seeking alpha. Register for free to finish reading this. Okay, fine. User exists. Sign in. I don't know. Sign in with Google. Why are these things so difficult? Okay. For full year guidance, trying to be cautious. Bit of guidance. Updating to reflect the estimated impact. We're seeing positive catalysts from growth in remotely delivered services, our high product utility, exploding video usage. Yeah, it was a good earnings report. It was a good one. They said, we're doing okay actually. This is a potential big winner if if people start working from home permanently or again. It's definitely a big winner. So how are you all today? Still connecting using the June link. Oh, really? Wow. Okay, well, let me just pull up thanks for letting me know. Might be why some folks aren't here yet. I'm sure I used the right link, but we're going to just, oh, it says June. Why does it say that? So here we edit this webinar. All the webinars. July. There we go. I already changed the name one time. That is so weird. Oh, July coaching calls. So weird. If you see what's going on here, I created these webinars. That is so weird. Okay. Let's just we'll pause here for a minute and we'll get, that is not supposed to be the case. That is so weird. Okay, here we go. Try this link if you're having trouble logging into. Okay, so I sent it out again to everybody. Wow, that is really, really, really strange. Yeah, I've had a lot of weird login things happen recently where I created the July coaching calls and scheduled them and used them, but then the name changed to May calls. It was so weird. And then this is, the tomorrow coaching call. It's so strange. So weird. Okay. Well, we're gonna let everybody jump on over here. At least we're recording all of this. So strange. So interesting. Thank you for your patience and thank you for letting me know. Yeah, the sign-in stuff is weird, folks. I created the July call, sent out the link, and all of our June calls were gone. They were used up, expired. And then I don't know, and the name of the July ones changed. I don't know, whatever. So strange. Today we're looking at Vonage for those of you just getting here now. And Vonage is up on the open. We're not even 11 minutes into the open, but Vonage broke above these recent highs that we looked at. That's the 1-day chart. 4-hour chart. 60-minute chart. So it's in a longer term uptrend and it's on the way to being overbought, which is fine. It's filling the gap today. I like Vonage. I like it. It stands to win. It stands to be a winner in the work at home technology situation. Stands to do really well. So does Cisco. So does Citrix. I don't know how to find Citrix anymore. CTXS probably up as well. Yeah. It's not a surprise. I think there's a lot of room for some of these, work at home type companies to do really well. I'm going to prove to my friends that I'm wearing a suit. People don't believe I would wear a suit. Of course I would. So if you're just joining now, thanks for your patience with the link. So weird. So totally weird. Going to delete that one so it doesn't get in the way of everything. Okay. So Citrix is up. Vonage is probably going to go up. And then for those of you that are just joining us, I added a bunch of instruments to the Bounty spreadsheet, and I just titled it Good Earnings. And every once in a while, I'll just re-update this one and, show you. But I want to look at a few of these, like CHL, DKL, MBUU, MTOR, Steel, Sportsman's Warehouse, market cap. It doesn't have volume on here. One of the nice things we can do here is we can grab volume from this spreadsheet. Oh, we can make sure there's enough volume in all of these. And we'll change that number format to a number without decimals. There we go. Plenty of volume in some of them, not so much in others. Okay. Go back over here to TradingView. I'll just dump these in here. Got to put comma. I wish you didn't have to put a comma in there. You could just dump a bunch of stocks with a space. CHL, China Mobile. Whoa, up big time today. Wow. Well, that could have a really big day. Lots of room for China Mobile to go up. Actual earnings. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Wow, we could really take a look at that. I'm going to leave that up there. DKL, Delec Logistics Partners. That looks like a pretty savage upward trend. That would be neat to read the earnings report. MBUU. Oh, Malibu Boats. We looked at this a while back, didn't we? A bunch of stocks that we looked at earlier in the year have done really well. Meritor Incorporated. All of these are pretty interesting looking charts, actually. Some of my favorites. Let's just look at Delec Logistics. Earnings transcript. Yeah, I was in the middle of doing something. Okay, here we go. See if they say anything about guidance. Guidance is not mentioned once. All right, let's make sure we're looking at the right one. Yep, it's in May. Blake Fernandez, investors encouraged, blah, blah, blah. EBITDA, first quarter equity increased. We expect increased cash flow generation in the second half. We recently reiterated our expectation to increase distribution this year. Outlook for an improving distribution coverage ratio. Expect our blah, blah, blah. So this is a positive earnings report. DKL. Undervalued, says Yahoo. Current ratio looks okay. They do have earnings. They do have revenue per share. They have negative return on assets and stuff, but they do not have a profit margin. That's not good. But they do have earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and whatnot. And they are looking like they're on the upside. It's not a surprise then that Zacks would rate them well. I like them. It's a strong buy. I like it. I like it a lot. And it's down there at the pivot levels. It's positively delicious. That's fantastic. I like that a lot. Okay. So if we're going to add, China Mobile, that looks fun. I don't know. Hard for me to imagine getting involved in that. We can put that later on the bounty spreadsheet. MBUU, that also looks pretty interesting because it's an upward trend, but I'm going to go ahead and let that one go as well. MTOR, that's a neat little, multiple bullish profit circles right here and then a jump upward. It's my guess that we hit, it's only 20 cents higher, but I bet you we hit that monthly pivot right there today. Seems totally reasonable to do that. So welcome if you're just joining now. I know it was a little tough to log in. Yeah, it was such a weird thing today. There are 2 different webinars scheduled at the same time. It's fixed. It won't happen again tomorrow. Thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate that. Okay. So DKL, I like this one a lot. Kind of an interesting looking, it's kind of a strike zone-ish looking financial instrument. I maybe a bullish profit circle would encourage me to jump on the bandwagon here and jump in on that. We looked at MSM the other day. We looked at Fastenal. Wow, check out that. We looked at FNF, Fidelity. That's also a pretty good looking chart. We looked at CORR, Imtiaz. I'm going to leave that up there so we can check that out later also. But I'm going to get rid of some of these. I don't really need to see Facebook again. It didn't do the things that I thought it would do. Remember, it didn't fall off from that weekly pivot. So Facebook, you're dead to me. I mean, I'll still put an alert here because if it did drop lower, I think I would probably want to take that for a ride again. MSM, not really super interested. Don't really care that much about Fastenal. We'll keep CORR up there on the chart. And then we were looking at PCTEL, but we're not going to look at that one either anymore. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I had to blow my nose, which you probably heard. I didn't want to put you through, having to watch it and listen to it. Anyway, I love you all. Let's take a look at some of our old favorites. Gosh darn it, PDD, you're killing me. But that's what you do. Zoom, not really having, a bullish day. It's not really having a bullish day. Of course, the VIX is down, but it's at the volume-weighted average price for the year. Very much looking forward to all of your thoughts. Though the trade is a bust. Yeah. I think it broke the pattern pretty solidly. You could kind of see that overnight when people are expecting the jobs numbers. There could be a nice bounce off of, it did fill this gap. There could be a bounce off of this here today. But otherwise, doesn't look like we're going to get that expansion just quite yet in the VIX. RDUS, we'll keep an eye on that, John. LXRX, I'll probably be in this trade until, 2075. Read, I'm never letting go of that. I can't let go of that. I will not allow myself to let go of that. And we'll probably be back in the afternoon today. Check out the bounty spreadsheet, folks, because I added a bunch of instruments here. And I would just focus on the A's and the B's. Look at the VGM. That's the combined Zacks earnings scores. Price to sales on some of these look great. Some of these have no volume, so we just get rid of those. BHUI. I don't know what the heck that is. We'll just dump that. But there are some interesting names on this. Projected earnings growth. And you look at some of these with some really high projected earnings growth, like UMA Incorporated. Look at that one. It's pretty stunning. Pretty neat move. So there's a bunch of stuff we can look at. That looks like it's probably going to fall first, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like it went a little too far? Got a little bit too big for its britches? Okay. Thanks for your patience in logging in today, everyone. And there'll be a few new tickers on the regular bounty spreadsheet. Look at that. Jeff, OGI. Let's take a look at that. take time to look at that. Organogram Holdings. So the Jeff already told us the earnings transcript doesn't look that great, but it's trading for $1.63. That's pretty awesome. And it's not really moving, which is kind of nice. This is definitely high on my list. Jeff, I'll also take a look at your notes that you wrote. Chart is poised for a move higher, lots of volume, and lots of profit circles. 1, 2, at least on the daily. On the 4-hour, got a bunch. Love it. Absolutely love it. 100% love it. And it's a super cheap financial instrument. Okay. There we go, folks. Expect to be back later on between 1:30 and 2. I'll keep in touch with you on the Telegram channel. So sorry for the login problems today. We got it fixed. We'll be all into the July webinar links tomorrow. I love you all. I'll talk to you a little bit later on.